Hello and welcome to Popalong RC, and we are here at round 2 of the Slough Winter Series, and it's my second outing for the new Schumacher LD3. I was hoping for a slightly easier track than last time because that was super challenging and super technical. Now, Slough are renowned for very, very amazing looking tracks, and they have not disappointed today, and I'm sat here on one of the more technical areas on the track. We have a double into a step-up wall ride. It's going to be interesting today, but it's super busy here. We're running in a massive hall, so what I need to do is get my stuff in, get ready, so that I can get out in time for practice. Okay, so here we are, first round of qualifying about to go up. Starting point is here on the tabletop, dropping down through the little, over the link over there, then it's double step up into the wall ride. This section here actually hasn't been too bad. My Achilles heel at the moment is this double on the way back. First couple of times I was coming tight off this turn and I was coming up short, so I'm starting to go a little bit wider here so I can get straightened up for the jump. Now I'm going a little bit long. If I can dial that one in, I should improve my lap times, because that's where I'm wasting a lot of time at the moment. But here we go, round 1 of qualifying. Wish me luck. Okay, so I am here with the Hall brothers. Would you like to introduce yourself? So some people do get you muddled up.
I'm Tommy Hall. I'm Jamie Hall.
And which one is the best brother at driving RC cars?
That's a tense question, that is. That's a tense question. If we go off accolades, I've got to say myself.
What accolades have you got to your name then?
Well, I won the Euros in 2022 and the National Series this year, so they're like my 2 results.
And who is the oldest brother?
I am oldest. I can't really argue with those accolades, to be fair. So yeah, I think he can take that title.
You can take that title, but you are still big brother. So do you get like
exactly? Yeah. So
it's all good. Around in the pits.
Yeah, it's all good at the end of the day.
So I saw you at Junction 16 as well a couple of weeks ago. How did you find that track? Because I found it really tough.
It was a very tough track. They put a lot in it, but at the end of the day, it was the same for everyone. So it's one of those. But yeah, I mean, Junction 16, they always like to try a lot of things with their track. So they'll have some that just work out really well and are awesome, and they'll have others where it's just a tough day. But yeah, no, it is what it is. Junction 16's it's a great club. So
awesome club. So as for today, how are you getting on?
We're doing pretty well. We're just testing for EOS on the cut stagger, so we're struggling a bit for outright pace for some of the other guys on a different tyre, but I'm having a great time. I love this. This track's like my favourite track. I think it's one of my favourite indoor clubs in the UK for sure. So
what would you consider your home club then? What's your home track?
It would probably be Junction 16. It's only 20-30 minutes for us indoor wise, and then outdoor wise a lot of our local tracks actually closed down in like the last year or 2, so yeah, we probably go to Robin Hood the most. It's not the closest, it's like an hour and a half, but that's probably where we go the most. Yeah.
Okay, so last year we first met you guys at the MKGP. Mark and I have both got a spot this year. How do you think you're going to get on with the competition and the new LD3 that you're going to be competing against?
Yeah, the LD3 looks like a pretty nice car, to be honest. It's going around pretty good, but I'm sure we'll have it covered.
We'll have it covered.
Yeah.
So who are you going to be racing against? You say you was off to Germany, is it?
Yeah, Germany for EOS in a couple of weeks. That's going to be a pretty big event. I think pretty much everyone in Europe is going to be there. A lot of the 8 scale guys actually are going to do some 10th running as well. So it'll be a tough one, but it should be good fun. It should be good fun.
Okay, so obviously we're doing 2-wheel drive today. You also run 4-wheel drive as well?
Yeah, we do. So yeah, we run 4-wheel drive through the winter, not as much, because say we come to an event like this, like Slough, there's not actually, I don't think there is a 4-wheel drive class today.
Not today, no.
And if there is, usually there's only 1 or 2 heats and that. So it's just usually through the winter, most people race 2-wheel drive, and we just stick to 2-wheel drive. Through the summer, when we have nationals and regionals and stuff, we'll do like pretty equal amounts of 2-wheel and 4-wheel.
Okay, who's winning out of you two today then?
Him today.
Oh man, you need to up your game.
I know, I need to sort it out, man.
No worries. Thanks for speaking to us today. Good luck and chat to you soon. Cheers. So first round of practice, and you know what, the car was going around really well. In my head I was thinking keep it slow, keep it steady, slow is fast, and keep it clean. And that is exactly what I did. Managed to get a 15 lapper on my first round of qualifying. Second round of qualifying didn't go quite so well. Started to push a little bit, started to over jump the jumps, making mistakes, and what I needed to do then is just sort of rein it in. I was actually having a little bit of an issue with the steering towards the end of the third qualifier. When I got back to the pits, I noticed that one of the bolts had actually come loose, and I needed to do it all up. In my head I was thinking that's going to be a right pain to do, because I need to take off the whole front end of the car to get to the screw that I needed to get to. But I had a little chat with Lee Martin, who was on hand, Schumacher driver, and he was very helpful in showing me a little tip to get to the screw I needed to. So I'll take out these 3 screws here. I've also taken out 1 screw there. What that allows me to do now, what I can do then is actually pivot this front section, which allows me now to get to these screws here, so I don't have to take the whole of the front end off. So it's a very quick way of accessing these, because what happened is this screw in here had come loose. So take one of these out, so you've got that pivot, take the 3 out of the bottom, and then you can access the screws underneath. Done. Okay, so qualifying done, and it is time to get down to the finals. So 3-legged final here at Slough, and I actually qualified 3rd in the final, and I was hoping for a really good start. I had Luke behind me in 4th, and unfortunately first lap we did come together, which meant I dropped right back to I think 8th or 9th on the first lap, and I had to just work my way through. Sitting in 8th or 9th, I thought, well, that's this race over and done with. Slow is fast, keep it clean, and hope that other people make mistakes. I had no pressure on me at that point, because do you know what, my race was over on the first lap. But amazingly, I managed to work my way back through the pack and actually won the first leg of the final. So I was really pleased with that. Going into the last final, I needed to get a win to take the overall win, and 2nd or 3rd should be enough for 2nd overall. So into the 3rd final again. This time I was trying for a clean lap. Luke did manage to tag me again in the first turn, but luckily for me I managed to get away with it, and it was him that ended up off the track. So I was 2nd or 3rd for the first couple of laps. I ran for quite a long time in 2nd in these finals, but the odd mistake here and there meant that I allowed third place to catch up with me, and he was a faster car, and I ended up in third place, but it was good enough for second overall. So do you know what? Second outing for the car, I'm starting to get a little bit more consistent. It might be that I start turning up the boosts and the turbos and things on the ESC, because at the moment the car is running pretty much box stock, apart from the slight tweaks that I did at Junction 16. I made 0 changes to the car today for Slough, because I wasn't pushing really hard. I was aiming for consistent laps. My fastest laps were nowhere near as fast as the top 2 guys. In fact, there's a couple of guys lower down in the finals that were also faster than me, but it was my consistency that kept me a little bit higher in these finals. So do you know what? For a second outing, really pleased with the progress I'm making, and looking forward to the next outing for the LD3.